And creator of Tweaked, Dennis Simeone, live in studio. We were just chatting with our producer and with all of the people ordering the Today Special. It's going to be an early sellout.
Noon?
Probably noonish. I mean, if we're just taking bets here. Honestly, so if you wanted to grab it, I really wouldn't sleep on it, especially if there is a scent that you really love. So just putting that out there.
Time is essence for sure.
But let's talk about some more tried and true favorites from Tweaked. It's all clean beauty. I truly do love this as well. It's a scalp scrub, and it's interesting because when we think of volume to our hair, I think most people think, okay, what products do I need to add? How much teasing do I need to do? But what you have found, it's more removing the buildup and the dead skin and all of that from your scalp to give you a lift. And I always say, I feel like my scalp can breathe when I use this. It's like a clay to foam, but you can feel the exfoliant as you scrub your scalp. It feels so good. So good to use.
Yeah, it's so good for you. And there was a reason why I had to have this second up, because when you get the mist at home and you see the before and afters, you've never used it before, but then you don't see your hair trends, you think, oh, he lied.
Right.
It doesn't work. I'm telling you right now, it's the fact that you've got buildup. There's something stopping. Like, it's iconic. After 19 years, trust me, it's been on every type of hair. It works. But if you have buildup of these silicones, and these days, like any silicone launches, even though I'm not a big fan of silicones, I get them delivered to me because I have to deal with it. So I have to make sure our products remove it. Right? Some are volatile. Those are fine. No issues because they use them as transporters or carriers. But the ones that aren't, and these companies now are using them because they basically get the instant results, but unfortunately it stays longer in the hair and it messes everything up, and then it shields it so nothing goes in. This removes that.
It almost compacts on your scalp too, you know?
Oh, huge. Like, there's no benefits to silicone other than shine, smoothness.
The texture of this.
It's a real deal. Yeah, that's Moroccan. So I always look for ancient tradition because look, these ingredients were put on the planet for us to use. Sometimes we forget about it. But whenever I go back into history and just look at what were people using, Morocco, you know, their bathhouses, if you've ever been, that's what they're known for. They use rhassoul clay in different ways. I took that and developed this scrub from my mom when she was going through her battles in the hospital. And plus she thought she was dirty, right? The fact that 'cause she was ill. I can't say what it is, but I think you'll figure it out. I wanted also mentally for her to feel that she was clean. That basically it's like a reset, and now you get to, you know, a do-over. You only use this once a week. It replaces your shampoo. Now, really important, it's so concentrated that there's only less than 5% water in that bucket. No products are made without water, you know, unless it's specifically that way. But this one, I couldn't put the water because the water makes it froth. It'll activate right away. So you add the water. So that bucket, if I were to put the proper amount of water that you need in there, that 16 ounces turns into about 64.
What is this number on the screen?
Yeah, the increase in volume. So you're wondering, does it work? Clinically proven. I was blown away by this, but I knew I had something, and my common sense made sense that it's not about adding, you know, hold and using Velcro rollers, round brush to get volume. It's removing what is basically causing you not to have volume, weight. This eliminates it. pH, or it's AHAs, alpha-hydroxy acids, but I've gone even deeper with it. The surfactants we're using are made out of amino acids and coconut. So it's like a clarifying, but without the damage. You get an increase of volume of 900%, and that's with no styling.
That's just using the product. It starts as a clay. You can feel it has texture to it to help exfoliate the scalp. As soon as the water hits it, you get this beautiful creamy foam, and it rinses away so clean, but I just love the way my scalp feels while I'm using it and after.
It's a reset,
It's a reset. And I will say, usually you get the little 8 ounce and it's $46. This is double that amount. It's a 16 ounce for $10 less than the single. Does that make sense? That's wild. Free shipping, 3 flex pay. I will say, if you want the Cocoa Nutty, that one we have a couple dozen, 6 dozen left.
If you got the mist, I would get it.
To go with it.
And the only reason I'm not trying to, that's why I'm giving it away. Literally, and it's so expensive to make, and these are filled. There is no machine that can mix that. It's all done by hand, and it's a lot of work. His name's Ragu. I call him the great, you know, the Gazoo from Fred Flintstone. So he's the Ragu. And one guy, and that's He's
That's
the one who
it.
accepted the task at hand, and he's been making it from day
Wow.
one.
Look
One
at,
shot.
look at this. Look at Midge's hair.
Yeah, and that's baby fine corn silk hair.
Seriously, and look at the color. Again,
The shine.
she didn't change the color. That's just what happens when you're using these beautiful, clean ingredients. I mentioned coconutty. I just want to walk you through what we have. We have wild summer apricot, which is pretty rare, actually.
That's a unicorn.
We
That's a rare
almost never
treasure.
have that one. Yeah, that's a rare treasure. Honey Lux. I don't know how that's not sold out. That is like warm.
And never coming back. So the bees
120
decided to go
left.
on strike or not work anymore. They're bougie.
Bougie bees.
What are the odds?
We do have Above the Clouds. We have Pure Unscented. We have the brand new Aqua de Coco. You guys are jumping on that. We only have 350 left now at this point. We have Lavender Rain, cherry on top. I love that. That's like a bowl of ice cream with a cherry on top.
And then Tom Ford's Lost Cherry, that's what it's been compared to. And that puts it into context, my sense, that they're very sophisticated.
They're true scents,
Yes.
too. Bamboo green tea is very spa-like. I think with this exfoliator, too, this would be the perfect scent to
That's
go with.
the only one that has like a peppermint aroma to it.
Yep. And then the Amber Vanilla, which is the classic iconic.
Yes.
Wow.
And it doesn't matter which one you use, you're gonna get that volume, you're gonna remove that buildup. It's a reset. So I'm not trying to, that's what we heavily discount it because I want you to try it.
Yeah.
And you got a year's supply. You only use it once a week, 1 teaspoon. Do not use more.
I could use this for my whole head.
You
I
can
have a
and you can use
lot
it
of
on
hair.
your body as well.
Yes.
We're clean beauty,
Elbows.
so.
Sometimes I do it on my elbows or my knees. Honestly, it is a delight to use it.
Feet, great for feet.
That's a great
Yes.
idea. Any tips as far as like storage or how often or any of that?
You don't want to leave it out. It's clays, right? So and you'll get shrinkage, but it's not the fact that you got less product. It compacts. We're natural, so things always look different, feel different, but you always get the same results. We're showing you how to use it. That small little amount, once you add water, it goes and goes and goes.
It really
not
does.
keep reapplying. You think you're doing good, it's the opposite. You're wasting great ingredients. You're not gonna get better results. If anything, you have to use more water to rinse it out. Now, conditioner-wise, see the mist? If you got the mist, that's what I want you to use as your conditioner the days that you use this as your shampoo.
Okay, and you said about once a week.
Huge difference, yes. Just once a week. You'll probably even go to 2 or once every 2 weeks once you balance yourself out.
Yep.
This will keep you in balance, and then you can go crazy if you're using someone else's silicones or whatever. This allows that reset. And it's not just my products to work better, but anyone that has a product that's supposed to penetrate, think of it. If you have a seal around your hair, and it's waterproof, like most silicones are, how do you then get it off? A clarifying shampoo, everybody's making their shampoos weaker, right? Milder.
Right.
Well, but
they're
all
diluting
the
them,
other
too.
stuff's getting more intense. Well, no one thought about that aspect of it. And that's what I mean by I'm always testing once a year, I'll do a test on what's new, what's the trend, can our stuff get rid of it? And cleansing, I don't care whether it's scalp, hair, or face and body, plays the biggest role for you to have healthy skin, healthy scalp, healthy hair. Because if you don't do that right, whatever you do next doesn't matter.
Right. It's just like skincare. It's the same thing. Your
Huge.
scalp is skin. Your hair gets buildup, and it's so creamy, the texture. Look at this. Once the water hits it, he hasn't added
You would
more.
never think a clay can do that.
No,
but
it's
I learned that from
amazing.
people in Morocco. So they told me how to blend it properly and what to put in to make that happen.
But
So
it
that's what makes
rinses
special.
so clean,
Yes.
too, which I absolutely love. You will love this as
Magic.
well. Remember, this is the double-size $93 tub for $10 less than you would usually buy it in the little single size. So big deal. This whole next hour and a half, I mean, it's like mind blown at these prices. We're gonna move into cream.